The Malaysian MotoGP round at the Sepang International Circuit saw Alex Marquez, a rider from the satellite Gresini Racing team, record a memorable Grand Prix victory. This victory was not the result of luck, but rather the result of a clever race strategy, where Alex was able to maintain optimal speed from start to finish, especially in managing the massive tire degradation caused by high track temperatures and extreme humidity levels. Alex Marquez, riding his decisively GP24, proved that consistency and superior adaptation are often more valuable than cutting-edge technology. However, Alex Marquez's extraordinary achievement had to share center stage with the fate of Francesco Bagnaia, the defending champion from the factory Ducati Lenovo team, who once again failed to finish, creating a complex narrative in a busy weekend. The Sepang race weekend actually provided a strong indication of Francesco Bagnaia's resurgence, after the previous Grand Prix had seen him plunge into a significant performance crisis. Bagnaia defied any doubts by setting the fastest time and securing pole position in qualifying, demonstrating a significant improvement in his feeling for the GP25. This positive signal was further confirmed by a dominant and convincing victory in Saturday's sprint race, where he led the short race almost unchallenged. This result not only quenched Bagnaia's thirst for victory, but also validated the hard work of his technical team, who had been experimenting with various new setups to address the GP25's instability issues. Pecco's victory in the sprint race provided a significant morale boost for the Ducati Lenovo team. After a series of complaints about the GP25's inability to provide confidence under braking and corner entry, the technical team, led by Chief Engineer Pecco, made fundamental changes to the bike's geometry and weight distribution. Pecco readily acknowledged that these changes had restored much of the riding feeling he needed, particularly when braking hard before corner entry. The belief that the key to maximizing the decisively GP25's potential had finally been found fueled the atmosphere in the Ducati factory paddock, filled with high hopes for a strong finish to the main race and a reaffirmation of the world champion's dominance. Entering Sunday's main race, Francesco Bagnaia capitalized on his pole position and quickly established himself in a leading group comprising some of the fastest riders. He engaged in a fierce duel with Alex Marquez and Pedro Acosta, but maintained his pace remarkably well. Over the course of 15 laps, Pecco demonstrated sound tire management and consistent pace, repeatedly setting competitive lap times. His performance in the middle half of the race clearly indicated that his GP25 was functioning optimally, supporting his strategy and demonstrating that his previous technical issues had been put aside, at least for the majority of the race. As the battle for the front row heated up and tensions reached a fever pitch towards the end of the race, Pecco's rising momentum was abruptly halted by a shocking incident. Just a few laps before the checkered flag, the performance of his decisively GP25 plummeted. He appeared to be slowing down, losing acceleration, and struggling to maintain stability, especially under braking. After a valiant effort to get his bike to the finish line, Pecco finally decided to give up and return to the paddock with a DNF. This failure not only cost him crucial points, but also dashed the hopes Pecco had built up through his dominant performance in the sprint race the day before. Pecco's decision to pull over and his failure to finish sparked widespread technical speculation. Based on footage and observations on the track, various speculations emerged, ranging from potential hidden mechanical damage, problems with the electronics controlling traction and power delivery, to failures in the aerodynamics or hydraulics. On the way to the paddock, Pecco appeared nervous and glanced at the rear tire several times, adding to speculation of a sudden tire problem. This incident, which occurred after the bike had performed well for most of the race, raised serious doubts about the GP25's reliability under full race conditions. Adding to the mystery surrounding the incident is the reluctance of the Ducati Corse factory team to immediately issue an official statement explaining the cause of Pecco Bagnaia's DNF. The lack of clear confirmation of whether the problem was related to the engine, chassis, or critical electronic components has raised questions among observers. Is Ducati trying to hide a more fundamental problem with the GP25, Or has they themselves simply not been able to identify the root cause of this unexpected failure? The mystery was further compounded by the outcome of the race itself. Alex Marquez won the race on a Desmosedici GP24, while Bagnaia, on a GP25, failed to finish. This contradiction sharply highlighted the potential for a backward step or structural problem in the development of Ducati's latest bike, particularly in terms of maintaining consistency and reliability on demanding tracks. The fact that Pecco felt the GP25 had a different DNA that he struggled to understand and was now experiencing technical failure after showing such a resurgence raised call for Ducati to urgently re-evaluate the direction of its overall bike development. Mathematically, a DNF in the main Sepang race would be a huge disadvantage for Bagnaia in the rider's standings, where he is fighting for a crucial position.